Hello everyone, welcome back to the two-line pass. Today we're going to take a look at Cole Eiserman. Now, no question you've seen what Cole Eiserman can do in terms of shooting, because that's what he does. His game is remarkably consistent because he has one style and he has one goal in mind, and that is to put the puck in the net. So let's get started. Here we go. Good angle here on the forecheck. Nothing wrong with that. Eiserman puts everything in his game into getting a shot all the time. So we'll see where that's good and where that's a little tedious. So let's stop it right here. This play only happens because of Eiserman's route. That slash through the middle creates a problem for the defense structure because it pulls players out of their natural habitat. Now, there's no question he's the best shooter in the draft. His shot is elite. It's NHL ready already. But is it always the best play? Look at where he commits to this shot. This is a long way out. And his body momentum isn't towards the net. It's away from it. Now, he can still get plenty behind it because his shooting mechanics are incredible. But he's not even taking a proper arc to the net. He hasn't looked to see if there's anyone coming behind them to maybe make this a 2-on-1. Puck is here, so at this point he's aware that he can retrieve this. Here's my problem: he never looks. An advanced playmaker checks twice before he even touches the puck. An intermediate playmaker checks after he gets control of it and probably holds it for second wave offense. A low-end playmaker just makes a hope play. When Crosby or McDavid make a blind quote-unquote pass, they check first. They have awareness. This is literally a blind pass by Eiserman. Spatial awareness concerns abound here too. He snuggles up awfully tight to another left-handed shooter in the slot. It's a three-legged race to the net. So clearly, it's towards the end of the shift, as you saw what little he got out of those strides coming back after they lost the puck in the attack zone. So this is an easy change here. It's a delayed offside, so Dubuque can't even touch the puck. So again, easy out. Just don't throw it away and everyone wins, and he tips it into the neutral zone instead and doesn't change. They eventually figure it out, but what's the awareness level here? So we'll just keep taking these shifts in order. Here he's got to line up at the point at even strength. It's a neat way to try to free him up to get his shot away. So we'll get the puck retrieval here. He's going to go back to the point, but he waits to telegraph the pass. So this very basic pass gets intercepted. It's something of an unforced error. Just no one-touch playmaking in his game. We'll transition back into the offensive zone here. He's going to be on the left wall as opposed to being back at the point. Puck's going to get won by Dubuque back into the corner. We're going to watch Eiserman, just about 6 foot, a little short of 200 pounds. That's plenty at this level to be winning puck battles, but he famously doesn't at this level. So I'll touch on that more in a second. So let's watch here. Just watch the path. What's happening? Like, he's around, but what's he really doing? What purpose does he have? What role is he fulfilling? Bit of a tough spot here. I won't fault him for not reversing it here because I'm a believer that reverses should be called for and they're not automatic unless it's tactically automatic and built into your game. This is all fine on the reset. One thing you notice here, not the greatest skater in transition. Usually this player type has more explosivity in his stride, but it's not a smooth stride. It's hard to describe. It's almost as if he's trying to create downward force into the ice, as if he's preparing for a long jump. It's definitely not a stopper, but there's just not much going on that can cover up all these warts. Circling back really quickly while there's not much going on the screen, I saw some of the data in terms of puck battles and passes defense. He's really, really low in those as far as the USHL goes, and that doesn't come as a surprise to anybody, but it'd be nice if there was just something else in his game. Look, here we go. Eiserman presents himself. He's not really open. He should push up for a right-handed shooting passer, right? But I'm not even going to throw all this on Eiserman. How about Bednarik? Get out of the way. Clear some space, man. Widen out further. Drift to the far post. Provide some strong side support. Anyway, here we go the other way. There's 5 guys in the rush, so someone's missing a man or two. That's going in. Yeah, Bednarik didn't do anything for me all year. He went pretty high to someone. I don't recall who, but I didn't have him as a draft pick at all this year. Nothing pops with him whatsoever. Anyway, back to Eiserman. Off the pass catch here. Okay, this is what we're paying to see. Now, details and process. We're starting just a shade outside the dot line. We have a full runway to get inside the dot line, which is a material advantage in rush offense. Take the dots because they're available, or at least hug the line. Don't voluntarily give ground because it's hard to get it back. Let's see. All right, just do whatever you want to do. Now, where does he immediately try to get to? Inside the dots, because the net has been in the same size and in the same spot for over 110 consecutive years now. So everybody wants to get to the same angles. Anyway, once again, his head is down. He's going to try to tee up another angle change wrist shot from a mile away, and it's swept away easily because A, the territorial advantage of the D-man, and B, it's easy to read this, as Eiserman doesn't bother to sell anything else. There's no deception. He doesn't look it off. He just puts his head down, tees it up, and sees what happens. All right, so we're going to transition back the other way here, and here we come out. Now, what's the anticipation level like on this player? It's not very high, right? Our left-wing protagonist is standing in the logo here. That's fine. He's supporting the play. U.S. is in great shape. Look at the situation. Look at the hand positioning of the player that he's staring at, giving him the benefit of the doubt that he's not staring exclusively at the puck. Guys, where is this puck going to go? Probably going to be somewhere in this zone right here, you imagine. So get your stick off of your hip and be ready to pick this thing and go. The game is made of all these milliseconds, and the best players take milliseconds from weaker ones. Look, pucks go through players all the time. It's not that. But this is a common thread with him all year. He's not urgent to the point of attack. He's not taking all the information available to him and processing it meaningfully. So this, quote, bad luck, as some might call it, and sometimes it is. That's the game. Sometimes this bad luck tends to eat up some players more than others. He just didn't put himself in the best shape to make a play here, and he didn't. So US is gonna eventually get this back here, and we're out. Okay, let's see what we got on offense. Good overlap support here. I like that. Not his fault that the play broke down. I could nitpick the pass acceptance technique here, but I'll leave it alone. The way he went about receiving that pass is like a wide receiver in football that lets a ball get into their chest instead of catching it out with their hands. But there's bigger stuff that we can focus on here probably. Not really on top of this play, but he's at the end of the shift and we're off. Okay, next shift. Here we go. Oh, okay, bye. Oh, we're back. Okay, gets the outlet. Bit of a tough start here. Some bobbles. Figures it out. Throws it into the feet of Bednarik. Which breaks the rhythm of the rush a little bit, but we'll figure it out. Here we go, off the stoppage, coming off the wall. Let's just watch. He's just kind of, he's in the middle. I get what he's trying to do. A little bit of shark action here. This is almost like present Ovechkin, where it's like, all right, well, either the puck goes in the net or it's a bad day. Watch here. There's the body language and the body movement when it doesn't go his way. Not terribly engaged. I don't love it. All right, we're going to get in on the forecheck here. It's details, right? Again, he has inside position. He sort of fades out of it. Player's on his forehand, but his stick positioning is not in the lane. He's not there. He's not forcing this player to do much of anything. If anything, at least position yourself to make this player move it on his backhand or turn to his backhand. So let's see where it goes from here. The Buke's going to end up turning it over anyhow, and now we return to the levels of playmaking, awareness, vision, creativity. The puck has been on this side of the ice for a while now. There's a chance, get this from the outside to the inside, and almost across the net line. We're almost 8 minutes into this. I think we all know what's coming here. This is a shot. Let's see. Blaine's still there. It's not happening. All right, so the opportunity gets booted, and we're going to go back the other way. Now we're going to watch as this unfolds. Some of us might look at this and go, oh, good, he came back defensively. And sure, he did come back. Positioning is potential energy, and then execution is the kinetic. Let's watch the execution when his number gets called to participate. So as the left wing, here is Eiserman's check. Now, that doesn't mean just go over and put your hand in his pocket. Right now, 3 is not a threat. The ice in the middle is more valuable than the man. But we want to be aware of just how much space we're giving that player. We can't let him have free reign to maneuver. We also have to be aware that he's, somewhat rarely, an interior shot. He's a left-handed shooter at the right point. So we're really, really encouraged to play this inside out, if nothing else. So, puck's going to go to the left point. Look around. Where can it go? It's not going back into the mess. It's almost certainly going to the right point, Eiserman's guy. At what point is he going to acknowledge that he knows that? He's not even in an athletically ready stance. Has he checked on this guy? He looks pretty mesmerized by the puck still. His check is now taking ice from him. Remember the milliseconds. The D-man carries himself to the boards, and the other point man is going to follow to support this, which is good. So they're trying to isolate Eiserman here to get some inside position. Eventually, as I slowed this down way too much, this is going to go back to the point, and we're going to see him Eiserman and Bednarik come together to eat this and salvage the situation. So Dubuque retrieves it. I won't fault Eiserman here because this is an in-zone sudden change almost. He does about as well as I could ask as a goal-scoring winger. It's the stuff that he has time to calculate that I'm bothered by. I don't think I'm drafting a Selke candidate here, but I need reasonable anticipation qualities. Again, notice how the play goes to the left wing wall, but the play bypasses the left winger. Anyway, we're out anyway. Read and react. You allowed the play to pass you by on the left wing in the defensive zone. We see the two forwards on the left already. We have the second wave D support. They don't need any help here. They passed you to do the zone entry. You, Eiserman, desperately want to shoot the puck. You're a left-handed shooter. The entire right side of the ice is open. You would not only open up space for this entry by destacking these D-men, but you also might get an interior one-time chance or whatever you want. But again, we're going to watch the spatial awareness and the anticipation and the routes. There's just no detail to them. So here we go. We're going to roll it. We're going to enter anyway with four guys that you can throw a blanket over. Forget that. I'm ready to shoot it now, boys. Hit me. And they force it to him anyway, maybe because he was calling for it, which you can hear at the games often. But even trailing the play, he wasn't really open. And we're going to watch. And it goes odd man rush the other way with a ton of runway, except it's borked by the St. Louis third rounder being carelessly offside. Look, again, we're just taking shifts in the order that they occur from a game. Pretty much all of his games look exactly like this, and then sometimes he throws three into the net, and sometimes he doesn't. People try to make some pretty lazy comparisons. He's not like Phil Kessel. Phil Kessel has underrated playmaking ability in his game. He was very speedy off the rush. He's not like Cole Caulfield, because Cole Caulfield's a better problem solver, much better hockey sense, better compete, better playmaker. It's just, you know, he is what he is. Goals are expensive, so get him while you can. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, I mean, let's just look here. Turn against pressure. There's nothing going on. There's a lot of room though, because you're hugging the dot line to maybe turn and pick up some second wave offense. Maybe, whatever. Fine. It's hard to even say. He broke my personal ranking all year. When folks had him as a top 5 or top 10 player, I was debating whether or not he was a first round pick. And then the goals just kept going in the net. So at some point or another, you have to respect that. We've seen one-dimensional goal scorers fail before. Unfortunately, the Islanders, with Wahlstrom and now Cole and some of these guys. Here's the other thing about Eiserman that I'll say that's really good. He can also score on breakaways and in close. And even a guy like Ovechkin, not really a great breakaway, shootout, penalty shot guy, right? He has, but Eiserman actually has moves in close that are really scalable. So I like that aspect. It's just, he's not a burner. So, how is he going to get loose? Is there enough physical development arc there where he's going to be able to add a bunch of speed to his game and get loose? I hope so, because even though you go, oh, well, he's a one-dimensional goal scorer. Yeah, but even if you add the breakaway threat, that's almost a little bit something different too. So I would like that to be added, and even that, because I don't think we're not going to get playmaking, we're not going to get defense, we're not going to, all I'm asking is, can I just get a little bit better on the pucks that are in your window, right? Can I get more compete than that? Can I get you to stop on a puck once in a while for your own benefit, and we'll just make the game around you? Just like I said in the Levshinoff video, give this player a chance to succeed, but this player also has a lot more to add to his game if this is going to really, really work out in a meaningful way that would justify a first-round pick. So we're already basically at half this game, and again, most of these games look pretty similar. It's nothing but a shot and finishing ability in close, and that finishing ability is worth its weight in gold. There's no question about that. But the best goal scorers find a way with anticipation. They find quiet ice. They get open. Look at this. He's wanted this pass earlier in this video from the boards. It's just like, this is just the game that he plays. His process for getting goals with his skating is really tough to see how it's going to work. So they're as it stands right now. So there's going to be things that he needs to add to his game. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be around to see it, as Lou Lamoriello is probably going to watch this and roll me up a carpet and throw me in the East River. But there's a lot of finishing ability here, but he's got to add details, got to add something to make it worthwhile. And I'd like to add subscribers, so please click below, and I'll see you next time.